Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for your love, your positivity, and all of your beautiful, 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 I can't emphasize that enough. All of your comments. It is really touching, especially the last reading that I just posted. That was a mediumship experience. It was channeling Archangel Michael, which came through pretty clearly. I even had to watch it. I usually record readings and I don't watch them, but I had to watch that because it was, and I had a lot of messages in there even for myself. And just scrolling through the comments, there were like, almost 900 comments in there. That is very touching, and every single one of those were just thank yous and just such beautiful energy. And I'm almost getting the chills even speaking about it, because it just shows the power of love. It is so powerful, okay? Everything in life, in existence, is about energy, and just receiving that much positive energy, please know that it is always reciprocated, okay? That's how it works. When you express love, okay, you get love. That's it sounds so easy, but that is the truth. And I really do wish I could respond to every single one of you. Obviously, it's physically impossible, but I do read every single one of your comments, and thank you so much. It's just beautiful. I love my subscribers. Okay, so interestingly enough, very quickly, I'm sorry. I was gonna start. I'm gonna make this intro very short. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please go down below. There is a link that will send you directly there. I post a lot of additional content there, or you can search Victoria_the_medium. Okay, so I'm actually going to keep this very short. Okay. I know I usually, for those of you that are not new, are like, yeah, right, every time this woman says that she's going to keep her reading short, it ends up being 2 hours. That is true. Because part of my lesson here on earth, I connect to the angelic realm, is letting go of control. Okay, and every time that I and this is also when I speak about myself, it's also, I share it because it's also guided, because I know that somebody can take something out of it, okay? It's like the divine always puts me in my place, right? Whenever I am channeling, they remind me, this is God's work. This is the divine's work. You are a human being. You are channeling, me. I'm using you as a vessel to channel my messages. So it's kind of their way every time I say that, of like putting me in my place. Like, hey, if you're signing the contract to make this your life's purpose, then you need to surrender, right? You have to preach what you channel. You have to show and live what you preach, which is what you channel. So that's very interesting. But this is going to be short, and they actually told me that, to make this very short. If you did not hear my last reading, it was very powerful. It was straight Archangel Michael. It's really, when I watched it, it was remarkable, because he's so powerful. Every single, and it's not me, because it was them. Every card that came out was a confirmation of every message that he had to share. And with that being said, when they do that to that degree, okay, because I post a lot of readings here, but some of them, the energy is felt a lot stronger, and you cannot deny that. If you do not believe 100%, if you have any kind of doubt that angels or archangels exist, if you watch that reading, you will no longer have any doubt. Like, there is no physical possible way that you can see that transpire and doubt their existence and their protection. And that is why they're having me share this message right now, because it has nothing to do with me or my skill or nothing, okay? Because I'm just a vessel. It is, and I'm sharing this through them right now. The reason they're having me say this is because they want you to know that the reason that they made themselves so freaking clear, okay? Meaning having me channel them, and then having every card that they said come out, every single, and everything. It was because of the message that they shared about people falling into the devil energy. That devil card, did you see? For those of you that did see it, did you see how it kept flipping out by itself over and over? That was the emphasis. It's the fact that the lower energies okay, are really going out of their way right now to try to get people out of their feelings and into their mind, their logical mind. And though part of the human experience is balancing out the logical mind, our emotions and our feelings, the main message, if you didn't get a chance to see it, was that the only truth that exists is our feelings and what's in our heart space. And unfortunately, because of programming that we've had growing up, that's not even, ours. They showed me that last reading. They're showing it to me again. I'm already channeling the moon card, which signifies the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, okay, and this is written in psychology textbooks, and I know that because I have a degree in psychology, a bachelor's degree in psychology, actually, which is interesting because it helps a lot with what I do. Meanwhile, when I graduated in 2009, I never in a million years thought that I would be actually fully living my purpose of this degree, but it's just an example of how the divine prepares you for things. And again, when they have me share my personal experiences, it's because they want you to know that. It's part of the message that they're having me share right now, is that things don't make sense when they're happening, but everything truly happens for a reason, even if that sounds extremely cliche. Okay? That is an example of that. I went to school, I double majored in linguistics and psychology, okay? Both of which have a very strong emphasis on the mind and understanding the mind, especially linguistics, which is about understanding and decoding, okay? Decoding language, decoding things. A lot of people that work for the government, that's their major, Secret Service, all that stuff. I mean, that's what linguistics is in psychology. I then had a child and I decided to career change and become a teacher. I was a high school teacher. And I'm channeling, they're giving you my example because I can now show you, you can see what I'm doing. I've been a medium my whole life. It runs in my family. And this has always been my dream. And when I was stuck in logic throughout my life, this is the main message, which they showed in the last reading, and they're showing and emphasizing it to me again for the collective. It's super important this week in particular. The 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy, and that double energy is running rampant, which is self-imposed prison of your thoughts, anxiety, nervousness, and just really going through that loop over and over again. I can give you, when I speak of myself, it's because they're having me channel, because they want me to channel their messages. And if you want to understand how mediumship works, again, hear that other reading, they had me explain it. And they have me put it together into, experiences and the human world so you can understand it. There were lots of times throughout my life, throughout those years, especially as a single mother, where I was in that loop, that mental loop. Okay, so it's nothing to be ashamed about. It is subconscious. So what I was saying before was, again, with that moon card, it is written in psychology textbooks that the subconscious mind actually dictates 95% of your actions. Okay, so you're not even fully aware of why you do things, why things always happen to you with the way that they do. Okay, but remember, you are programmed from childhood. The first 6 years of your life are the most crucial. It's like you're a computer. Okay, you're a computer. So you're not aware. And that's why, if you notice, the same things keep happening to you over and over and over. If you have a pattern of having failed relationships or picking the same kind of people, it happens over and over and over again. And what he's saying is that what's happening for a lot of you that are watching this right now is the fact that you have gotten to a certain age where these patterns that were dictated from your subconscious programming, which actually is not your truth, has dictated you in a devil's energy path. That doesn't mean that you're a demon, okay? He also explained that in the last reading. Devil energy is the human experience. That's the whole point. Why? Because we are eternal beings. And when we pass away, our bodies pass away. So we don't have a brain anymore. Therefore, logic is gone. The only thing that lives on is your spirit and love. That's why heaven is depicted as such a happy, wonderful, beautiful, blissful place. And that is why the devil could only exist while you're living on earth. It is part of your human experience. The only way that the devil energy, which is the toxicity, the negative patterns, anything that you can associate with devil energy, right? Devil energy doesn't have to be like demons. It literally is just the negative-ish that we experience in life. That's really all that it is. The only place that the devil can exist is in your human life, because the only place that the devil can actually touch you is through your logic, through your vessel, in your brain. The devil cannot affect your love and your light energy and what comes from the divine. That is also, which is interesting, because though I wouldn't consider myself somebody that's religious, etc. I do go to church, and I'll tell you why. Okay, they're having me channel that also. I don't believe in organized religion. I believe that the devil energy took advantage. That was their way, the devil's way of affecting the whole world. Okay? Took the spiritual texts that were supposed to speak of what I'm speaking of right now. Okay? When they depict heaven and hell and angels and all this stuff in the Bible, for example, it's everything that I'm discussing and you hear about on this channel. That's really what it is. It became religion when it became controlled, right? And all that stuff. And that comes from the devil energy. So that's why I don't go, like, I'll go to church, right? It's not because I don't believe in the organization of it. I just know how to separate myself from that, because I know I'm reading a spiritual book that was written freaking thousands of years ago that is based on the truth of the human experience. And Archangel Michael is here saying, you know, collectively, that's what's going on right now. We're going through a shift. And we see it collectively, but it also trickles down into your personal life on how the entire planet has been able to negatively program the subconscious minds of society in general, okay? To live in a state of fear, to live thinking with logic, which is the devil energy. This generation in particular, the reason that we're having such a disconnect is because the people that lived in the era where women weren't even important, basically, had no rights. Did you guys know that in the United States in the 1970s, a woman couldn't even get her own credit card unless she was married and her husband signed it? That was after the fact. They couldn't get it at all before that. In the freaking 1970s. That wasn't a long time ago. So these are the people that are still on this planet that affect society. They're the people that raised us. Understand that. They're having Archangel Michael's having me channel this right now so you understand. And also, you know, with all the racial issues that we have on the planet, I mean, you can see it all comes from our programming. And because these people, okay, are the people that have programmed us, that is why, okay, we are in such a state of chaos collectively right now, because we are growing spiritually and we're awakening and starting to see the truth of things, while also living a life that is governed by the 95% by your subconscious mind, the moon energies, meaning even if you don't agree with, you know, the mentality of your parents or your grandparents, etc., it's still in your brain, okay? And he's having me explain it this way because energy is energy. It's like a big umbrella. So it's like in the grand scheme of things, it trickles down into your personal life. What he's having me say right now, and he emphasized it in the last reading, is he's basically having me repeat the same message. Get the hell out of your thoughts, okay? If you heard me in that reading, I said that before I recorded that reading, I recorded a 2 effing hour reading that was beautiful. I'm telling you, because again, I don't believe in the message. I read differently, okay? Because I'm a medium. I don't believe in the this may or may not resonate with you. I believe that energy is energy and likes attract likes, okay? And there's no such thing as time. So everything kind of happens at the same time. So if you clicked here, if you were led here, it is because this was meant for you. So that reading was meant for you. Whoever is watching this right now, you are supposed to, that reading was freaking beautiful in regards to love, money. I'm telling you, by the end of the year. And the reason that it's crucial is because, again, I don't want to repeat everything in the last reading. I really want you to watch it if you didn't. Since time does not exist, since time is an illusion, okay, understand that what's meant for you is meant for you, yes. But the divine doesn't really care, truly, if it happens for you in this lifetime or next lifetime. Because again, when you pass away, energy, you cannot destroy energy, okay? So because there's no time, while we're on earth, we're dense human beings, our perception of time is warped speed. We perceive, like, let's say average 100 years of life as like the longest time ever. When 100 years, again, if you were lucky to live that long, I mean, it's just an example, is a long time. But in the grand scheme of existence, it's a freaking millisecond, less than a millisecond. The divine does not see time the way we do, okay? Number one, because they don't die. So they don't even, they're not pressed about the fact that you're meant to be a millionaire and come together with the person you have a soul connection with. They know that if you choose to go the devil's path, when you are still going to reach the light after you cross over. That, again, not to bring religion into it, but that is described in every spiritual text, right? So that is where free will comes in, and it is your job. If you clicked here, I'm telling you that you are meant to have something huge, something life-changing, and by the end of the year, okay? If you have to, that's where free will comes in, meaning you have to attract it. It's already yours. Again, go watch that reading. Like, it's the energy that's circling around you. That's why you have discomfort, because you were programmed not to be aware of this energy, but you still feel it because the light is always within you. So when you have discomfort, it's really the fact that the devil has taken over your mind, your logic, your thoughts, to the point where you are blind to the fact that there's this beautiful energy like circling around you, waiting for it to manifest. So anytime, I mean, heavy experiences happen our whole life, but anytime you feel particularly heavy, which I get for a lot of you is right now, because with the last reading, he showed me the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. He also showed me the 5 of Cups, all of which is sadness, melancholy, all of which came out to confirm the channeled message. When you feel that energy, it is because that blessing is around you. You were trained with your subconscious programming not to acknowledge it, but the light's still within you, so you feel it, that it's supposed to manifest right now. And whenever something beautiful is about to manifest in your life, it is the devil's job, okay, to, on this earthly plane, get into your thoughts and have you replay these patterns, these negative loops that you might not even be aware of, okay? It is your job to decode what they are, okay? So again, whenever you feel extreme sadness or discomfort, or you feel burnt the hell out, it is because you are on the brink of something freaking beautiful. Like, I'm talking like right now, right? So you feel the discomfort of being in your logic and the devil energy, while this beautiful energy is literally right there. So every other time of life, let's say, like, you have bad days, you have good days, but it's not particularly so freaking heavy. Those are the moments where these beautiful manifestations, these beautiful new beginnings that are like blessings that are about to reach you, they're still yours. But energy-wise, time-wise, human time-wise, they're more distant. So you don't feel as much discomfort. So when you feel this like restlessness, this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, please know it's because it's right here. So he had me record that freaking reading. And before that reading, before the last reading, it was a 2-hour reading of what is meant for you. And Remember, he blocked me and didn't allow me to post it. Well, he's not allowing me to post it, so that's why I haven't posted it. Because the energy is still intense. And it's for your best interest. It's so that you can learn, if you heard the last message, that you need to let go of control issues. Because what would happen then is that you will know, okay, it's not malicious. Understand that it's just the human experience. You will listen to that reading and say, oh, I'm going to come into union with the person that I love. That's great. Oh, I'm going to get a new job. And it will give you a sense of comfort. It will give you a sense of comfort that will only lay on top of the mental loop that you have going. Of that's keeping you in this melancholy and this self-imprisonment of your own and your thoughts and your logic right now. Instead of actually doing what's best for you, which is letting go of control issues and figuring out what that programming is, so that you can deprogram, you can reprogram yourself, so that you can raise your vibration. Raising your vibration means like actually being in a state of being able to give and receive love, of honoring and trusting your feelings, what's in your heart. That's why he guided everybody in that reading to please, he's trying to talk to you in dream state, in meditation state, heavily. Because again, going back to the message that he just gave, okay, they don't care. The archangels, the angels, the divine does not care if you do not manifest what's meant for you in this lifetime. But don't, again, if you took that message negatively, that goes to show you the power of the devil energy being in your brain. Because there's no such thing as negativity when it comes to the divine. What they mean by they don't care is the fact that they love you no matter what. Even if you choose to like live your life in devil energy. Their job, especially Archangel Michael, which is always depicted in spiritual texts as like with the armor and the shield and the sword, stepping on top of the devil like if you have no power, he's here to protect you. What they mean by I don't care is their job is to harass you. Basically, like sending you to people through me, sending you signs to people like me, okay, spiritual healers, synchronicities, like trying, like they will try. They are with you from the moment you're born till the day you die, trying to defeat that devil, like, you know, really push you towards that. But if you choose to stay in that low vibrational state, that's what they mean by I don't care. Meaning like, I care enough that I'm going to work my ass off every single day, every minute, every second to try to get you to manifest what's meant for you and get you out of the illusion of the moon card of the devil energy. I'm going to continue to cause tower moments, which is sudden upheaval, which again, the devil makes you feel like tower moments are negative and heavy, but really it's the protection of the divine, destroying things so that you can have a chance to like enlighten and raise your vibration. Right? They will never let you go. They will continuously push you towards receiving your abundance. But ultimately, if they are unsuccessful because you cannot get out of that loop, they still forgive you. They don't care. They don't care. They're still going to forgive you once you pass. And then you'll have another opportunity in the next lifetime. But because the energies right now are so strong, because astrology has a lot to do with it, energies goes all in cycles. Understand that, because there's no such thing as time. For example, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that happens every 40 years. That just happened. That's why things are changing so much. This year in particular, understand that the reason that it's because they don't perceive time the way we perceive time. So that cycle of 40 years is a long time for us, but for them it's nothing. Astrology has everything to do with spirituality, the divine, and how they give and deliver karma and energy. Okay? So it's like, you know, the planetary events that are happening right now don't happen for the, like, they happen every 40 years or every 1,000 years, actually. I will post another reading on that, every 100 years. So even though they don't care if you miss this blessing that's going to come to you, you know, through the cycle of energy, through these planetary events, meaning they don't care, you know, they're still going to push you towards abundance. they know that you as a human being care. Okay? So if they're trying to give you a blessing and they're using the Saturn-Pluto conjunction as the way to give you that energy for this beautiful blessing, okay? They know that you care. Because if you accept it, you raise your vibration, it happens every 40 years. You just set the tone for the next 40 years to be the freaking blessing. However, we care because in 40 years, you know, I don't know how old you are. You could either, you might not even be alive. You understand? It's your whole life. But what they will do is if you reject it because of the devil energy and being in your thoughts, they will just try the next cycle, which for us might never actually reach in our lifetime. It might miss us. But for them, it's just nothing. Do you understand? So because the planetary events right now don't happen very often, you're supposed to be, if you're led here, because again, one thing I'll tell you about archangels is they go out of their way. They bend over backwards to have you open your eyes. So if you choose to go the devil's path, though you're forgiven, that's really your free will. Like, it's really your choice. Because with these readings, they're making it very clear. So he really didn't want me to post that reading, and I'm going to listen. And I think it has a lot to do with, today is the Mars square Saturn freaking planetary event. So the energy right now is very intense. Okay, if you didn't go on my Instagram, go on my Instagram, okay? Because I posted a whole post on what that means. So you're going to be feeling, you could be feeling aggressive. You can feel like you want to fight. You could be, this 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, which we got in the last reading, mediumship experience from Archangel Michael, self-imprisonment of your own thoughts, anxiety, etc. At that moment, which still is there, brought us to the 5 of Cups energy, this melancholy. But with this Mars square Saturn energy that we have right now, it turns into anger and aggression. And when you put that out, that's the energy that you're going to get back. And they don't want that for you because you're about to get a blessing. That's why he didn't want me to post that yet, because they want you to be aware of it. So with the Mars energy, Mars is all about action. Okay, it's masculine energy. It's assertiveness. It's like Mars does not want to wait. Mars gets stuff done. Okay? He wants you to know you have free will to do what you want with this energy. He's bringing this into your awareness. That's all that it is. Again, because our subconscious mind dictates 95% of our actions, we only have 5% that we're conscious of. And what we're conscious of really depends on us. You could be unconscious. Something could be in your subconscious mind 30 minutes ago, and after you hear this, it's now in your awareness. That's what he's doing. So he's bringing into your awareness what these energies from Mars are right now, so you could do the best with it. Because you might just F some shit up, excuse my language, with this Mars energy. You could use this energy to, you might feel impulsive and, you know, call someone up and tell them that they're an a-hole, okay? Because they're treating you like ish and whatever, which can very easily, though, you know, you might have, the reason behind it might come from truth. Actually, the reason behind these reactions comes from love. Anything that makes you angered comes from love. It's because somewhere inside of you, okay, there is a love for this thing and you feel like it's not reciprocating, okay? But understand that everyone has their own process. So please refrain from acting impulsively right now, okay? Take a deep breath. Instead, use the Mars energy, not because every energy has a light side and a dark side. The dark side of the Mars energy is that it's going into your ego, right? Because like I said, everything comes from love, but if you go into the shadow side through the ego, the reason you get angry is because you're not getting what you want. That's ego. It's Archangel Michael wants you to remove that. Instead, you use this energy in the light side and the positive side, not from the shadow side. And you know, instead of aggression, act assertive. This energy is great for taking action towards starting a relationship, starting a new project, like writing down what your goals are, like taking that same aggression and instead of being assertive, not aggressive. Aggressive in the right way, okay? You could be aggressive in a positive way, meaning like, you know what? No, I'm not happy in this job. I'm going to write down, you know, we have a full moon coming on Thursday, so know that you can, that's prime manifestation time. I'll post it, they're guiding me to post a reading about all this stuff. So write your intentions. You know what? F this. I'm going to use this Mars energy to write my, you know, my affirmations, my manifestations, my goals. Make a vision board if you have to. And use this energy and the full moon energy, okay, to your advantage. I'm not happy in my career. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this step. F this. I'm taking a vacation. I'm freaking exhausted. Nobody cares. You know, at the end of the day, I got to take care of myself. You know what? I love this person. And I'm in my ego. I'm pissed off they're not doing what I want to do. And I want to chop their head off. But the truth of the matter is I'm still crying in my bed at night. So I'm just going to send them a message and let go of my ego and tell them that I love them today. And that's it. Okay? If they act like an a-hole, I'll know how to let it go and just understand where they're at. Because the only thing if it's true for me, it's true for me. Or whatever, right? Use the Mars energy in that way for yourself. That has everything to do with the last message, last reading I just posted, last video, which is about honoring and trusting your feelings. Because that is the only thing that's true. Okay? It's the only thing that's true. The logic that stops you from going after your dream, from making you feel like you're, inadequate, like you can't be with someone or whatever, or even the thought process of like that, what causes you anger, all of that comes from your thoughts, your subconscious programming, and understand that that is not you, because that's the human experience, is that we're born here, okay? And the tower we don't have a choice to build our tower. It's built for us. Okay, so our thought process about things and what pushes us toward against our own goals is not our voice. It's our parents' voice, which is, their BS and their parents' BS and what they learned from their society and their era and their parents' era and so on. So that is why honoring and trusting your feelings right now is super important, because that's the only truth. And unfortunately, a lot of us have grown up, and it has a lot to do with society, and it's changing collectively. You can see that. It's a rise. Divine feminine energy, which is all about love and nurturing, has been freaking squashed for centuries. Okay? And for decades and centuries, it was squashed in a way that you can, like, not deny it, like, physically. Like, women can't even have a credit card. You understand? If you want to associate feminine energy with male or female, but this goes beyond gender. It's the energy. It's understanding that love and patience and nurturing energy, that is feminine energy, has power. Okay, it's because women were associated with that feminine energy that they were suppressed. Okay? That's why we're seeing such a collective shift right now. Is because people are now realizing that we live in a very masculine only, which is which is the Mars energy in its shadow side. Okay? Which has taught people to repress their feelings, which has taught a lot of people not to show their emotions, which has taught people, unfortunately, there are millions and trillions and people. The majority of us don't truly know how to truly access our feelings, our feminine energy, even if you are divine feminine. Because society, whether you like it or not, that moon card, again, subconscious mind dictates 95% of your actions. There is somewhere in there you were taught that emotion was negative to some degree. That is the truth. That is why we're seeing, even with the pandemic, that slowdown. Divine feminine is slow as hell. Divine masculine is action. Divine feminine doesn't move. She's calm, cool, and collected. The pandemic has everything to do with that. Is the rise of divine feminine energy. Okay, so that is why he is putting such an emphasis on bringing this to your awareness. That's your only truth. You're not to be ashamed of. So you have to let go of control issues. Meditate. He's trying to speak to you through dreams, through meditation. Okay? And you know what's really interesting is that I did not notice. I knew the date in general, but I didn't cross my mind that today is the feast, okay, which in Catholicism and Christianity, today is the feast of the Holy Archangels. Today! Mars square freaking Saturn. Today. And the last 2 videos, sometimes I post Archangel Michael, but the last 2 videos were strictly him. I'm like, holy ish, it makes sense now. Okay? So this is just a reminder. He wanted very quickly, again, channeling. I'll pull a couple cards, whatever, but not a lot. This was just a channeled message. Please get out of your head. Decode why you're doing the things you're doing. Understand that you deserve love. You are lovable. For whoever this is, you are rejecting your abundance. Use this energy to be assertive and go after what you want. In an aggressive way, yeah, but meaning in an aggressive way, as in, I know I deserve to live my truth. I'm just going to say what I have to say, do what I want to do, be who I want to be openly. I'm not going to, self-sabotage or sabotage things that, when I'm in bed at night by myself, I keep thinking about, but I don't want to honor it because of my logic. That's the devil energy. That's what is being fought right now. And, in particular, if this is about love, I'm getting this. A lot of you are going to get communication very soon. You're going to learn some things about a certain person. And they're really just letting you know. He wants to keep the message kind of general. I might post another reading. It depends on what he tells me. I'm really listening right now. I might post it later tonight. Or if not, then, sometime this week. Which is more like about the specifics. But he wants this energy to just really apply it to everything. Apply it to everything. Okay? I feel like a lot of you, because he showed me the Ace of Swords. Okay? You're going to get communication. Some truth is going to be like, and you're going to be pushed to want to, why? Just explode on somebody. Because you're not seeing eye to eye. Okay? Or it might be, I see the return of somebody, Judgment card. And I see Tower moments happening this week. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you the truth. But again, remember, don't look at them as negative. That's the devil trying to make you look at the Tower moments as negative so that you can then go into your logic where he can control you. Get it? See the blessing and everything. Because right now there's kind of a disconnect with some people. That's why he's pressing this message. Some people are going to be able to get out of their moon energy, their subconscious mind. And some people it's going to take, because this energy is lasting up until the end of the year. Some people it's going to be slower. So if there's somebody in your life that you love, a relationship, you're going to notice, or it could even be family, that you might not be in alignment 100%, where you're in a place where this stuff is in your awareness, but they're still in that, I'm in my head. So you're seeing things in a way that they can't see things yet, but they're almost there. Okay? Don't allow this Mars energy to allow you to explode, because what that's going to do, that is you allowing the devil to infiltrate your connection with this person while they're elevating. It's going to keep them down. All right? But something, I'm telling you, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, a big blessing is coming for you. That was a channeled message. Okay? And I'm going to pull a couple more cards, very quick. Because he said keep this quick. And I got to go. And then, I actually do have to go. And then if he lets me post, more details later, I'll do so. But I can't believe today is the feast of the Holy Archangels. I'm like, oh my God, it didn't cross my mind. But he wants you to know, especially about love. You're coming together with somebody, but there's a lot of temptation to go against it right now. And remember, angels are there to help you, but they cannot if you don't surrender to them and ask. They don't overstep their boundaries because they respect your free will. So again, listen to what your heart says. Use this Mars energy to go after it. Calm your reactions. Don't listen to what your mind is telling you can and can't do, because it's BS. Lead with love right now. And it's going to bring you what you need. Wow, that was aggressive. It's going to bring you what you need. You're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me you can't, because this is he's just telling you. This is what he just did. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Okay, some of you, this devil energy is like really affecting you. Wow. Your children are watched over by angels. Your home is protected by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so I know the best ways to be. I didn't even know what that said, but in my mind I already channeled the message, and it's exactly that. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at my window and door, ensuring its security, and thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford my rent, mortgage, or taxes, etc. Okay, you know what this is? And then you're right on the right path. Okay, giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. And thank you for motivating me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Healthful life changes. This is a powerful message. Again, this is about the collective. You know what this is? This has everything to do with that channeled message about the moon card. The fact that 95% of your actions is dictated by your subconscious mind, which again starts from childhood. So collectively we are shifting out of that, and we're creating a new way of thinking with divine feminine energy. And it starts with the children. It starts with how we raise our children. Okay, we are building the tower for them, but we're going to build it different. Okay, and he's letting you know that you're protected always. Like I said, always around you, no matter what. Yup. And he wanted to emphasize, okay, that this is a collective energy, but there's absolutely something here about love. Okay, you are meant to come together with somebody. You have to allow it to happen. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love and giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can delve into a truly intimate relationship. I told you, and oh my God, look what's here again. Again, the same thing that came last reading. This situation's already resolved. It's reminding you that this energy is yours already. This relationship, this is meant for you already. You just have to change your vibration, get out of your thoughts. Oh my God, look, and I split it. Get out of your thoughts so you can allow it to happen. It's already there for you. You're on the right path. You're protected. Just got to let it go. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this situation in a divinely perfect way, a favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Okay, I told you, there's something huge coming for you, but you have to stop doubting it. And this is interesting. This might be it is a specific message for some of you, okay? Literally, picked it up, time. You were trying too hard, give it time. Like let go of the that Mars energy. There was a message in the last reading towards the end also about somebody being concerned about children, or basically making decisions based off feeling guilty or what they think they should do because of children, etc., etc. And Archangel Michael, like there's a concern, like a fear about that, and they want you to know that that's the devil energy. Okay, that's the devil energy. Okay, I'm just gonna pull 3 of these and then we're done. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I told you, you're meant to come together with somebody because he wants to emphasize love. Did you see how that just flipped by itself? Wow. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I told you, yours very soon. Very soon. But you have to release your ex, let go of control, and love yourself first, because it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That's the message he gave about being in receiving mode. Okay, you have to love yourself first, not make decisions off guilt, etc. You got to let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, which is time. Okay, and you have to release your ex. For some of you, it's actual ex. Okay, but this card actually means release your ex, means release the old patterns that you have. The time has come to clear your energy in general. Oh my God, because this is a true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Somebody's coming together with someone. At least they're trying to tell you that this is what's meant to happen for you. But not, oh my God, I just split it again. I just split it again. Not if you don't release this BS. Release your ex again. Again, it's either an actual ex or someone being stuck to the damage that exes have done, or things you've done in the past, or just life in general. And why do I say that? Because he also had me channel the message about that it's different when we're older, right? Like we can go like make decisions based off our moon energy, our subconscious thoughts, okay? For years in our life, and attract the same things over and over again, and like it might hurt us, but we can still, you know, keep going. But when you're at a certain age and it keeps happening over and over again, the devil energy will very easily, okay, make you lose hope and faith because it's happened so much. You have to let go of that. Let the tower freaking fall so you can rebuild your own tower. Okay, first of all, someone's coming together and it's happening very soon, but you have to allow it. Basically, don't screw things up by like acting like explosive right now. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Told you. Be in that energy. Alright, I'm just going to pull 4 tarot cards. I cannot, and I'm not reading reversals, just split it. Oh my God, I can't. I cannot. I said 4. I said 4. And I just said that 44 seconds. I said 4, and look, because he knows I have to go. This is what's going to happen right now. Hierophant, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, Lord of Pleasure, Magus of the Eternal Gods, Hierophant. Hierophant is commitment. It's higher knowledge, so spiritual awakening, everything that we said, getting out of that moon energy. It's also commitment in marriage. 6 of Cups is reconciliation, not only with yourself and your past and your childhood, but with it's literally reconciliation with someone from the past. I said 4 cards. Look what's underneath it. 3 of Cups, which they never guide me to a deck for no reason. It says Lord of Abundance. But look who's next to it. The freaking Devil, which says Lord of the Gates of Matter. Matter. Meaning like physical realm. The only place that he can control. So if this is not a very clear message, I don't know what is. Lord of Abundance. Abundance is here for you now. It's here. But the devil energy is really trying to stop you. So we have reconciliation, we have engagement, we have a commitment, we have someone very deeply in love with you. You're very deeply in love with someone. This is true. There might be children involved. There's abundance and love and everything coming to you right now, but the devil is stopping it. And you have to help stop the devil. And I just picked this up again because it's mediumship. Did you see how that just flipped out by itself? Can't make it up. That was the first card. One of the first cards that I channeled was the Ace of Swords. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. Was the Ace of Swords. I said, communication's happening very soon. You're going to learn the truth. And this was a very quick message. Oh my God, and I channeled this too. You can't make that up. And this was a very quick message, the 9 of Swords. Lord in despair and cruelty, okay? This is a very quick message to let you know that you're going to receive communication. You're going to learn some things very, very, very soon that's going to make you go into your mind. 9 of Swords. Like I said, like what they told me to say. Lord of despair and cruelty. Okay, the devil is here. You're about to reconcile with someone. You can be lighthearted, etc. Your abundance is coming. This is happening very soon. But the devil knows that, so he's trying to screw stuff up. And it's going to put you in your mind. And with the Mars energy, he's going to try to make you explode. So that you can get the communication, then you're going to get into the 9 of Swords and like explode. Because what you learn might cause a tower moment. But they're saying just be patient. I just picked this up. Be patient because OMG. And look, the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is literally communication, very quick card. Lord of Swiftness, very soon. Can't make that up. Judgment card is reconciliation. It's also letting go of your like baggage and embracing love. Lord of Love, 2 of Cups, because somebody's in love with you. and you're in love with someone. Strength. Okay? Be strong in the right way. Strong as in, don't allow the devil to take over. One more card and we're done, he said. Yup. Justice. Ha ha ha. Literally. Because of the message. Daughter of the Lord of Truth. Told you. Truth. Truths are going to come out. You might not like it. But it's happening so that balance can happen. Okay? Be careful of your energies. Ace of Wands. Lord of the root of power of fire. Wands. This is also communication. This is a new beginning. But Wands is very spiritual. It means spirituality. It's also passion. So that is exactly that energy. You see how it has flames and you're gripping it? You can grip it, and with that passion, use it to burn ish down, or use it to allow justice to happen. They want one more card from here. Ooh, sorry, I was not ready. Do you want something else to say about this situation? Like, what is this about? What is this about? What can they expect? Yep, Two of Wands, which came out in the last reading also. Dominion. You have the power to control, okay, how you react to things. This is going to have a positive outcome. OMG. There you go. Oh my God, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. With the Hermit at the bottom. The Hermit doesn't speak. Ace of Swords again. Next to the Five of Cups that we channel, which is the melancholy and disappointment. Don't allow the disappointment of whatever you hear or learn about, okay, make you explosive, because it might. Instead, go into hermit mode with whatever you hear and just, oh my God, you cannot. I just picked this up. You cannot make that up. And instead, look what's underneath it. And instead, and this is in reverse, I'm going to take it, Nine of Swords again, because they're confirming the cards I just pulled, which is cruelty. Instead, don't allow yourself to get into this anxiety, this mental, self-imposed imprisonment of your thoughts. Be the Empress. Who's the Empress? The Empress is divine feminine energy, which he just went on and on and on and on and on about, okay? On and on and on and on and on about, which is love. Okay? No, that's it. That's all he wants. Love and light.